Happy Tuesday to you all. Let's jump into our daily devotion. Today, I want to read a story to you. I came across this story, and it really just is such a great way to convey God's ability to use us despite ourselves. And so, here we go. A water bearer in India had two large pots, both hung on the ends of a pole, which he carried across his neck. One of the pots had a crack in it, while the other pot was perfect and always delivered a full portion of water. At the end of the long walk from the stream to the house, the cracked pot always arrived half full. The poor cracked pot was ashamed of its own imperfection and miserable that it was able to accomplish only half of what it had been made to do. After 2 years of what it perceived to be a bitter failure, it spoke to the water bearer one day by the stream. I am ashamed of myself, and I want to apologize to you. I have been able to deliver only half my load because this crack in my side causes water to leak out all the way back to your house. Because of my flaws, you have to do all this work and you don't get full value from your efforts. The bearer said to the pot, Did you notice that there were flowers only on your side of the path, but not on the other pot's side? That's because I have always known about your flaw, and I planted flower seeds on your side of the path, and every day, while we walk back, you've watered them. For 2 years, I have been able to pick these beautiful flowers to decorate the table. Without you being just the way you are, there would not be this beauty to grace this house. I just want to encourage you that, gosh, thankfully, God is able to use us even when we appear to be broken, we appear to be flawed, we appear to be not able to really meet the standard we set for ourselves, right? And, God does not need you to be perfect for God to use you, right? We all want our lives to count for something. I was speaking to a gentleman today and just talking about his transition into retirement and wanting to be used, wants his life to continue to count for something. And we had a great conversation, and it was an encouragement to me to hear just all the things that is going on within him. And so, in Psalm 57, verse 10, it says, Your love is so extravagant, it reaches to the heavens. Your faithfulness so astonishing, it stretches to the sky. And I was just thinking about how much God loves us when we don't often love ourselves. Sometimes we just really struggle to accept that we have flaws and that God can still use us. So I put down 12 things I just want you to think about. One is know that you are loved, right? Verse 10 says your love is so extravagant, it reaches to the heavens. 2, worship the Lord whatever, right? Respond to the experience of God's love by worshiping Him with every gift that you have. Right? He has given you gifts, and He wants to use those gifts. They may feel like they're broken or less than, but He can use them to water the flowers. Honor God in your life. Matthew 6:9 says, God honors those who honor Him. Do what the Father is doing. I would challenge you, instead of initiating your own plans and asking God to bless them, try to see what God's plans are and then join in. 5, listen to God. We, like the Israelites, we get ourselves in trouble a lot because we don't listen to God. Do all the good you can. The Word tells us you cannot earn your salvation by doing good, right? However, the evidence of a life of faith is a life of doing good. Seek to please God. Jesus said, I seek not to please myself, but Him who sent me. And I know that one can be a little bit elusive. How do you please God? Operate in faith. Operate in faith. Build your relationship with Him. 8, cry out to the Lord for help. The Israelites cried out over and over and over, and He responded. He will respond to our cries. 9, know that God is with you. We talked about Gideon a couple weeks ago, and I love that it says, God said to him, the Lord is with you, mighty warrior. He's with you. 10, know your weaknesses. Gideon understood his weaknesses, right? He even talked to God about them. He says, we're the weakest tribe. 11, obey God fearlessly. You know what Gideon did? Gideon did exactly as the Lord told him, even though it risked death. And then lastly, be God confident. Gideon was not self-confident. He was God-confident. And I just want to encourage you today, be God-confident and know that he loves you. He has a plan for you. He has a purpose for you. And he can use all of your failures, all of your things, all your weaknesses. He can use them. Be blessed. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.